The 26th of September 2019, the factions community is devastated after Naughty Dog tweet this image on their official Twitter account, leading to a lot of speculation, misunderstanding, and frustration. Fast forward 11 months and a lot of people are still in the dark as to whether we're going to get one. This is one of the most common questions I get in my live streams, and I guess the question still stands. Although this might be common knowledge to some of you, a lot of people still don't know. And the answer is yes, we are getting a Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer. This was recently confirmed on a Twitch live stream that hosted a game director that works at Naughty Dog that goes by the name of Anthony Newman. And this is what he had to say.
Says, any update on multiplayer?
No meaningful update. I can say that we are working on it, and I think what I'm really excited about is that we know that there were a ton of really devoted factions heads out there who were really into The Last of Us 1 multiplayer. I certainly was one of them, and by splitting it off from the main game, we were really the idea was to kind of give it its due, and the multiplayer team had a lot of really big ambitions, and we want to let them follow through on that. And that's pretty much all I can say at the moment.
Okay, so I'm sure that if there were any of my viewers that were not sure if we were going to get a multiplayer, that pretty much confirms it. This is a senior person at Naughty Dog literally confirming that we're going to get an ambitious Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer. So that being said, I think the next logical question is... So I know there have been a lot of rumors about a battle royale and extra modes, but I'd just like to, clear the elephant in the room and say that factions will return in a very similar format. 4v4, supply raid, we got survivors. I didn't necessarily see interrogation, but I hope that returns because I know there are a lot of people that enjoyed that over the other modes. And I also saw some sort of skill-based matchmaking. So I'm speaking because I've seen the leaks. I'm not going to show any of the leaks in this video just because I don't want to get the video taken down, but I don't feel like if I talk about the leaks, the video will be subject to be taken down. So that being said, I did say we'll see factions of very similar format. I saw the Frontier Rifle, Silence Shorty, imagine that. I saw the Burst Rifle. It also looks like they might remaster the maps, so build the original maps that we have but with tier 2 assets. So it seems like I saw a Lakeside remaster and a Checkpoint remaster, so hopefully fan favorite maps come back. And there also seems to be an expanded crafting system. There's an option to craft a helmet separately from body armor and body armor separately from a helmet. Another thing I saw was character select screen. So I hope that's a greater emphasis on customization. And yeah, so for all those factions heads out there, factions is going to return in a very similar format, but just I hope upgraded, better physics, better graphics. However, when I talk about factions coming back, none of it sounds ambitious, right? It's, coming back in a similar format. What's special, The word being thrown around a lot by Naughty Dog is ambitious. So, from this point onwards, I'm going to go into extreme spoiler territory. I'm still not going to show any leaks, but if you do not want to be spoiled, just kindly leave the video now. Because I will be talking about things I've seen in the leaks and things that I feel if you've been paying attention to what Naughty Dog have been doing in the past few years, you might get a gist of what they want to make and what they want to create. So that's what we're going to be talking about, and yeah, I'm really excited about this mode, and yeah, let's get into this.
Go the triple! Let's go!
So, January of 2020, we saw this post get leaked onto a gaming website, of which it was quickly taken down, which leads me to believe that someone didn't want this information out there. If you read, it reads, TLOU factions will be revealed coming to PS4, PS5, and PC these holidays. It is a multiplayer-only title made to replace the factions mode of the original TLOU. It features an open world similar to games like DayZ, but with the love and care that you can expect from a team like Naughty Dog. It will feature different seasons like Forza Horizon 4. Each will come with its pros and cons, clan support, a battle pass, a fully destructible map, lots of depth for roleplay. Players will be able to cover various roles in their games such as doctors, bounty hunters, traders, mercenaries, for the various groups of players, soldiers, etc. The players will be able to build camps, even domesticate clickers, runners, 4K 60 with ray tracing audio on the PS5 and 1080p 30 on the PS4 Pro. Crossplay is being experimented. The difference in frame rate may be an issue. And quite basically, that's how I imagine a Naughty Dog project that they claim to be ambitious. Not some cheesy battle royale, none of that. And I think this ties into their ambitions that they couldn't realize with the PS3 because of limited hardware and software limitations with the objective mode. I think you guys might remember that objective mode that people found through a glitch in Factions, where you had to steal a food stash and it showed elements of PvE and PvP. So I think that is the mode that they can now realize because they're working solely for PS4 and the PS5. So, and we saw they might introduce it to PC as well. So maybe now is the time that they can actually realize this game mode, and I'm all up for it. It really ties into the leaks I saw. Instead of a minimap, you get radar, scripted events, expeditions. As you guys saw in the post, it claimed that there'll be crossplay, there'll be a battle pass, a story-driven PvE with PvP, open world aspects, with a compass instead of a minimap, which again ties into the open world, role-playing, different play styles. So that's, I guess, just more in-depth customization of your characters, different, if you want to be a scavenger, if you want to be a mercenary, destructible cover. That is really ambitious, and I see why they couldn't implement that on the PS3, or at least even the PS4. It's capped to 30 frames. So that means, you want to blow a camper out of cover, you can do that. You can do so, and that's totally next gen tech, which I'm very excited for. So yeah, guys, we're just gonna have to wait for Naughty Dog to reveal this. But one issue I had, I think, was the frame rate. PS4 30 frames, on a multiplayer is just terrible, to be honest. It's unacceptable, especially for multiplayer. Just 30 frames is just unacceptable, and I hope it's only limited to this mode and not the actual faction supply raid. If it's that ambitious, I can see why it would be 30 frames on the PS4. But yeah, it also seems like you'll be able to wear a gas mask. You'll be able to use familiar weapons within factions and the story mode. It also seems like listen mode is making a return, or it might just be a stamina bar. Yeah, I think just key elements of factions are within this game mode, so that just absolutely makes me excited, just more excited for this game mode. Also, lastly, it seems like you can actually rage quit from the game.
Bruh.
So I guess the last big question is when we're gonna actually get our hands on this game. And there's a rumor suggesting that we'd see the game in August, which I totally doubt because it's already like the end of August. And the other rumor suggesting that we'd see the game in September or in the holidays. There's another big rumor on Twitter. One guy tweeted that we'd see the game at PlayStation State of Play, of which that didn't happen. And we could chase rumors all day, but I just want to give you the facts. And the fact is that after some investigative work with my superior, we discovered that presumably there's a guy called B. Seymour that is a quality assurance tester that was obviously testing the game for bugs and glitches in March of 2020. So knowing this knowledge, you're probably asking what a quality assurance tester is, and I'm just going to pull that up on the screen. And now that we know what a quality assurance tester is, and that they were doing this type of testing in March, we can only assume that the game is very close to launch, if not completely finished by now. So yeah guys, the game is closer than you think to coming. And yeah, this is where I'm going to end the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, what you heard, please consider leaving a like. If you didn't, a dislike. And yeah, feel free to subscribe and watch me get exposed every time I live stream or upload a video. That being said guys, take it easy and see you too soon in anything. So